Hey, before we get started, do me a big favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my Get in Shape YouTube channel. I am Fitness Adaptations, and today we're gonna talk about nutrition. Don't go anywhere else. Listen, you have two options. You can listen to what I have to say, a certified, experienced, professional trainer with years of experience, or you can listen to the social media influencer selling you trash, selling you hype, and selling you misinformation that not only is it gonna set you back, it's going to destroy you. If you want real information from a certified trainer / coach, this is where you need to be. Do not go anywhere else. Today's topic is nutrition. We're gonna go to the whiteboard and I'm gonna write down step by step everything you need to do to set up the perfect nutrition program. In today's episode, number one, we're gonna go to my website and I'm gonna teach you how to navigate so you can get critical information that's gonna help you set up your overall health and fitness program. We're gonna talk about calorie output. We're gonna talk about setting up your macros, and we're gonna talk about supplementation. I highly recommend that you also watch my videos on how to use apps to help you follow through with this program. If you don't track your macros, it's gonna be almost impossible for you to know exactly how many calories you're eating. It's gonna be impossible to know what your macros are, and not only that, but you might be off. And then it's gonna be hard for you to find where you're making mistakes. We're gonna go to the whiteboard and I'm gonna step by step show you what you need to do to create the perfect program. But in the end, very simple. Know how many calories you're burning, know how many calories you're eating, and know what type of calories you should be eating in the form of a macro profile. Remember, if you want to maximize your results, get your nutrition program and get your training correct. The training, you can do a live with me 5 times a week. You're going to get awesome results. And that is about all you need. All right, let's go to my website. Then we're going to go to the whiteboard. And then it's up to you to execute what I teach you today. All right, so here we are on my website, Get in Shape with Fitness Adaptations. I have a video of how to get in shape fast. I talk about the 14 guidelines on how to get to your goals. I highly recommend that you watch that video because I talk about these 14 guidelines that you see here. On the homepage, you also are able to see all my certifications and my experience so that you know you're getting information from a highly qualified trainer / coach. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's 3 things you need to be concerned with: nutrition, working out, exercises. So if you click on nutrition, the information that I'm talking about in this video is in writing. Here is how do you build the perfect nutrition program in 3 steps. You can go ahead and read. You can get yourself the Fitbit Charge 4 to calculate how many calories you burn per day. And you can also click on how to calculate macros so that you can see how to set up the macros, which I will be talking about in this video. If you go back to that menu tab, you're also going to see articles on working out and exercise, and I give you tips on how to maximize your training program. In order to create the perfect health and fitness program, all you need to know is nutrition and working out. If you go to nutrition and you click on the sub menu, you will see the option to select supplements. The supplements, this is the category for supplementation, and I discuss the different supplements individually. For example, fat burners, protein powders, pre, intra, post-workout drinks, general health and well-being supplements, non-essential supplements, how to strengthen your immune system. So I have different topics about supplementation. Supplementation is an extension of nutrition. Creating a proper nutrition program in conjunction with a proper training program will get you to the results you are looking for. Now that you know how to navigate through my website, let's get back to the whiteboard and finish talking about nutrition programming. All right, welcome back. So today's topic is about nutrition programming. Let me show you how to create your own program real fast. Number one, there's two things you need to know to create your nutrition program. Number one, how many calories are you burning right now? There's two ways to go about it. Number one, you get yourself a fitness tracker, a heart rate monitor, like the Fitbit Charge 4. For me, it is one of the most accurate tools that you can have to calculate how many calories you're burning per day. So number one, you need to know your calorie output right now. Your current calorie output. Okay? Number two, you need to know what your ideal calorie output will be when you get to your ideal goal. If your ideal goal, let's say for example, you're a woman and your ideal goal is to be 130 pounds. So your ideal body weight is 130 pounds. How many calories should you be eating at your ideal body weight? This is how you find out. There is no science to this formula. It's just a baseline. There is no science behind it. It's just an estimate based on experience that I've developed by creating programs for my clients. The first thing you need to do, right, is for women, you're going to multiply your ideal body weight times 11. Men, you're going to get your ideal body weight and multiply it times 12. If you don't have a fitness tracker, get your current weight right now, multiply it times 11 for women, times 12 for men, and it's going to give you how many calories you're burning right now. Once you know your calorie output, what you're going to do next is figure out how many pounds you want to lose per week. Okay? What's the idea behind the ideal body weight? The idea behind calculating your ideal body weight is I don't want you to eat less than that. You can eat more if you burn more, but do not eat less than your ideal body weight. That is your baseline, your minimum amount of calories you should be eating per day. For example, a woman that weighs 130 pounds times 11, it's 1,440 calories. That is the absolute minimum that you should be eating if you want to get to the ideal body weight. If you eat 800 calories, if you eat 900 calories, you're eating like a person that's much lighter than 130 pounds. Not only that, but if you're eating 800 calories, if you're eating 1,000 calories, you are in an extreme deficit, which is only going to destroy your body. It's going to destroy your metabolism. It's going to destroy your hormone production. And then it's going to throw everything off whack. And what ends up happening is you end up having a huge rebound and you actually get worse because you destroyed your body. So do not eat less than your ideal body weight times 11 for women times 12 for men. Now, if you say, let's say for example, you have a fitness tracker and you work out 1 hour a day. Let's say you're going to commit to an hour a day. After 2 weeks, after 3 weeks, you see that your average burn, your average output per day is 2,500 calories. Okay. 1 pound of body fat is about 3,500 calories. If you eat 1,440 calories a day and you're burning 2,500 calories a day, that gives you a deficit of about 1,100 calories. Let's say that your deficit is 1,000 calories, give or take. If you divide 3,500 by 1,000, it becomes 3.5. So if you have a daily deficit of 1,000 calories, you're going to lose 1 pound of body fat every 3.5 days. That means that over a 7-day period, you will lose 2 pounds of body fat. over a month, you will lose 8 pounds of body fat. Now, on the scale, that number might be much bigger. You might lose 12 pounds. Now, right? The reason you might lose 12 pounds is because you're also losing water weight. Okay? So, now, 8 pounds a month, 2 pounds a week for me is a little too aggressive. I always say try to get about 1 pound per week maximum. That means that your deficit should be 500 calories per day. So if you lose 500 calories today, 500 calories tomorrow, for 7 days, after 7 days, you would have burned 3,500 calories, which is 1 pound of body fat. So if you're burning 2,500 calories a day, I want you to eat 2,000 calories per day so that you can lose 1 pound of body fat per day. That's more than 1440. I'm okay with that. I would definitely start there. As you start getting comfortable and you're like, you know what, maybe I can go a little bit more aggressive, then you can eat a little bit less, as long as you don't eat less than 1440. This is an example for the women, remember that. So once you know your calorie output, and once you know your ideal body weight, you know that you can't eat less than 1440. You create the deficit that you want. So if you want to lose 1 pound of body fat per week, you subtract 500 calories from your total output, right? So you can get to your goal. Number 2, set up your macros. Set up your macros. I have an article named How to Calculate Your Macros, and I have another article, What are Macros? Pretty straightforward. Macros is what your food is made of. Proteins, fats, and carbs. The reason you need to create macros is because your body needs the different macros. Your body needs protein to repair, recover, for muscle building. You need fats for hormones, right? And of course, they have other purposes, but when it comes to health, what we're talking about, right? Sort of like a bodybuilding issue, these are just main points. And you need carbs for energy, for maximum energy, maximum power, maximum strength. Can you function without carbs? 100% you can. Do I recommend it? No. Unless you have an underlying condition, then you can get more customized. You can have a more customized program. But for balance, for performance, for otherwise healthy people, having a balanced macronutrient profile, in my opinion, is best. So, protein, 1 gram per pound. If you're training about an hour a day, so if you're working out with me on my YouTube live videos, I recommend 1 gram of protein per day. The rest of the calories, right, you get them from fats and carbs. On the article, How to Calculate My Macros, I'll show you exactly, with the 130-pound example, I'll show you exactly what you need to do to get your macro profile. So calculate your macros, because now you know how many calories you need to eat. Now all you gotta do is set up your macros, and you're good to go. Number three, get your supplements. For supplementation, I would start with the essentials. I have an article of what I consider the essential supplements. I have an article on what I consider non-essential. And of course, we also have performance supplements, such as pre-workouts, post-workouts, intra-workouts. We also have things like protein shake. Do you need protein shakes? I say yes, because a lot of people have a lot of issues trying to get their protein intake, their complete protein intake. So check the article out about protein. But in conclusion, to set up the nutrition program, again, it's very easy. Know how many calories you burn per day. Subtract about 500 calories, so you can lose a pound per week. But make sure that it's not under your ideal body weight. Calculate your macros. Check out that article on how to calculate macros and get your supplements. It's that simple. If you need help, email me, trainercarlos@trainercarlos.com. I will help you. I will send you pricing on, I will create your nutrition program. I will create your training program. I will also go one-on-one with you if you have any other questions. Half an hour, 1 hour, whatever amount of time you need me, we'll set it up, we'll schedule it, and I'll get you the results that you need. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for the support. I'll see you on the next video.